Good evening from San Ignacio Town. With the 9 o'clock news, I am Patrick Jones. In the headlines, Belizean artist Ras Indio says Chetamal gig last weekend was a huge success. Another burglary reported in Punta Gorda town, and Belize observes World Humanitarian Day. Stay tuned for details of these and other stories coming up after these messages.
The Belize Tire Depot, your one-stop destination. What you will find is a first-class selection of solid, dependable, quality products from the names you can trust. We carry a full line of urea and Shortec tools and equipment to meet every need, from light maintenance around the house to heavy-duty fieldwork. Our tire workshop features the full array of Pirelli, Nexen, and Nankang tires for every vehicle and any terrain. Our trained technicians' #1 priority is to ensure you and your family's safety and security on the road. It's all here at the Belize Tire Depot. From reliable equipment, world-class time-tested tires, to sturdy, durable tools. Merchandise that's built to last with quality guaranteed.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
Correction, dude. You broke. I just threw the ball.
This is really bad. What are we gonna do?
We?
Go to the door, ask for the ball back. Are you serious? It's my ball, Myrtleback.
You're so dead.
I'd run away.
Yeah, to Uruguay.
Kiss your life goodbye. Sorry.
Let's go.
See
ya. Remember me and your well.
Nice one. Some friends you are.
Hi. Tell him it was an accident, and we can fix the window. Come on. I'll come with you.
Loyalty. Pass it on.
You go first.
A message from the Foundation for a Better Life.
Belize this week joined the rest of the globe in observing World Humanitarian Day. The theme for the observance on Wednesday was Inspiring World Humanity. That theme, according to the Belize Red Cross, was adopted to inspire and empower people to stand together and help create a more humane world. In his message for World Humanitarian Day, the European Union Commissioner Christos Stylianides said that saving lives must never cost lives.
Today we remember the brave men and women who died in the service of humanity. Today we honor those who continue to risk their lives every day to provide help to people who suffer. Today is World Humanitarian Day. Humanitarian crises have become more devastating than ever before. Conflicts and insecurity make aid delivery increasingly difficult. This prevents millions of people from receiving life-saving assistance. We are witnessing more and more violations of international humanitarian law. This is an alarming trend. Last year, hundreds of aid workers were attacked, kidnapped, or killed. Saving lives should not cost lives. Thanks to the selfless efforts of humanitarian workers, suffering is alleviated. Thousands of lives are saved every day in every part of the world. They are an inspiration to all of us. Let us pay tribute to them.
Director General of the Belize Red Cross, Lily Bowman, says that on the occasion of World Humanitarian Day, everyone must demonstrate compassion and kindness while exercising peace by aiding those that are less fortunate with their basic survival needs. The Global Red Cross movement aims to build on its ongoing global efforts in promoting support and solidarity for Red Cross and Red Crescent staff and volunteers on the front lines responding to the needs of vulnerable communities. A Belize City taxi driver is on remand at the Belize Central Prison at Hattieville, accused of the crime of rape. Michael Andrews was arraigned on Wednesday following a report from a 41-year-old woman who told authorities that early on Saturday morning, Andrews raped her in her home. Due to the nature of the crime he is accused of committing, no plea was taken from Andrews, and he was sent to the Belize Central Prison until his next court appearance on September 30th. The Board of Directors of the La Immaculada Credit Union released a lengthy statement regarding recent developments at the financial institution, which have triggered an internal and external investigations that resulted in the termination of Yolanda Gomez as General Manager, among other things. While the board could not go into specifics given ongoing legal and financial investigations, it did say that irregularities were uncovered in the internal investigation that was carried out. The former general manager, according to the board release, was invited to several meetings to answer to specific allegations, but she declined, leaving the board with no other alternative but to terminate her services effective July 24th. The termination letter highlighted that after 24 years of service to the credit union, the board had lost all trust and confidence in her management. The board statement goes on to list 11 points where they say that the former GM Gomez oversaw serious and deliberate breaches of protocols and policies. These include giving instructions to employees to process transactions which resulted in significant financial losses to the institution, withholding information from the board and other committees, fraudulent transactions resulting in financial losses, substantial cash shortage, falsification of signatures on loan documents, and the unauthorized use of the corporate credit card for personal purposes. The board concludes that these very serious and deliberate breaches in protocol and policies, coupled with improper management of the institution, resulted in big financial losses of at least $500,000 Belize. And as the investigation is ongoing, that amount of losses could increase. And just in case members of the credit union are left wondering, the board quickly assures that the La Immaculada Credit Union remains financially strong and that services to members continue uninterrupted. You're watching the 9 o'clock news. More news after these messages. More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
You too can ride off into the sunset. Milon motorbikes are very affordable. There's a high availability for parts and a wide selection of models to choose from. My Milon, my bike. Available countrywide.
Looking in your eyes, I see a paradise. This world that I found is too good to be true. Standing here beside you, want so much to give you this love in my heart that I'm feeling for you.
Let them say we're crazy, I don't care about that. Put your hand in my hand, baby, don't ever look back. Let the world around us just fall apart. Baby, we can make it if we're heart to heart. And we can build this dream together, standing strong forever. Nothing's gonna stop us now. And if this world runs out of lovers, we'll still have each other. Nothing's gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna stop us now.
Welcome back to the 9 o'clock news. Another burglary has been reported in Punta Gorda town. According to police, a 43-year-old customs officer reported that he and his family left their home on Far West Street in Punta Gorda town on Wednesday afternoon of last week to go on vacation. When they returned home the following day, the family realized that their home had been burglarized. Among the items stolen was a 32-inch smart TV valued at $800 and a gold chain and medal valued at $1,500. Police investigations continue. Belizean artist Ras Indio is back home after a weekend performance in neighboring Chetumal, Quintana Roo, Mexico. The Belizean reggae artist joined other performers on stage last weekend, playing to thousands of spectators at the first annual Chetumal Reggae Fest. Today, Ras Indio stopped by the TNC studio to say that the star-studded 3-day Reggae Fest was a blast.
Chetumal was truly a blessing. It was one of the most amazing shows I've done in the past few years.
Why do you say amazing?
Because of the response and because of the support and because of the organization, the professionalism within it, and just to think that it was right across our border. That was mainly the most amazing factor, that by the next afternoon, I was on Harmonyville on my land watering my plants. The next afternoon, after entertaining thousands of people and getting, you know, the action and the vibes and being Ras Indio, as you want to say, by the next day in the afternoon around 4 o'clock I was home and I was able to go to Harmonyville, which is where I have the farm, and was there watering my plants. So that was an amazing feeling, honestly.
Now, what was the response of the audience?
The response of the audience to roots reggae music, because the bands that all came from all over, Alika from Argentina, Fidel Nadal also from Argentina, I from up in Merida, and they also say they want to invite Ras Indio and Tribal Vibes to Merida real soon. That was the last Facebook message I got from them. People in Mexico City, some of the bands. So just to think that the audience that was there because of this people, this genre of music, which a lot of the people in Belize are getting further and further away from. You know, the roots. I'm not talking about the new reggae. There's a new reggae sound in the air nowadays. It has a lot to do with love songs, you know, which is always good to sing about love. But the message behind the music, which is what reggae really is based on and defends, you know, it seems like we're losing that. And to go right over the border, nowhere far, a place where Belizeans go for McDonald's and go to the mall and go hang out for the weekend, right over there, so the people are really responsive to this kind of music. Yeah.
According to Ras Indio, the positive vibes were flowing the entire weekend.
It was just instant. They barely had a time in between the sets of performers. And in between that time, they were giving away. I have never seen in a long time a show that gave away so much merchandise. I'm talking about hats, T-shirts. As you can see, I have the T-shirt on still. They gave away lighters, bags, all said Reggae Chetomal Fest, and it was the first ever. So it makes me think the people that are behind this, which the government was, and which is why I got this, which we have the picture of. They put a Ras Indio, but I like that too. I like Ras Indio with a Z, right? But this is actually from the governor of Quintana Roo. His name is Roberto Borge Angulo, and this is his signature. And yeah, they were presenting this to all the artists as we finished our performance.
So that's a prize memento for you now.
I'm going to frame it and put it up in my room along with all the other flyers I have in my room, because my room, if you ever come into my bedroom, you'll see my resume on my wall. From the first show we used to do at BTL Park, 2005, with the Brimstone Band and Sons Anigos and Louis Ganzi, and some of these names you probably guys might remember. I have every single flyer to this day. So my wall is covered. Every time people come over every now and then, they make jokes and say, you're going to have to do things on the ceiling now. Yes, so this is definitely getting added to that, and I give thanks to Quintana Roo. And looking forward to going back real soon. Before I could come off and get the lady who was organizing the stage event gave me her card, and it was a card that said Festival de Caribe. She said, make sure we touch base before November, because this is the next festival. And I'm talking about coming off the stage, Patrick, and she looked at me, she said, Bum, take my card. You are the perfect match.
Ras Indio performed alongside Tribal Vibes, his father's band, and he says he is looking forward to going back to Quintana Roo for more performances in the future.
Yeah. Oh, all we need is love. Burn away the hatred and grudge. Oh, all we need is love. No shed no more innocent blood. That's the song that represented the love element on the stage. This is the band in Tribal Vibes band. Big up my pop brother David. Big up Pear. Big up my brother Nkrumah. Ras Nkrumah, I don't know him. Big up Katoos and big up Dale Davis. Those were the band members. And they are more familiar with that album, Jah Bless Us. Love is the Way is a song with turbulence. So in order to sing that song, either the crowd has to really know it or turbulence has to be there, you know?
And while we're in the September celebrations season, Ras Indio says Belizeans can look forward to some new projects coming up soon, including a stage performance in Belize City.
We're working on a whole bunch of new stuff. We have 2 new videos we are working on at the present moment. One of them goes with a song that I just did for Kenya, the country of Kenya. I have DJ friends who work on the radio stations in Kenya, which is why my music has played in Nairobi and been in Kenya and in Malawi and different places in Africa. I get Facebook messages saying, I hear your music on the radio in Malawi. I'm like, well, I have to go, you know, like that's far, but I have to go. But Kenya, the close brethren, his name is Rebel. They have a sound system by the name of Rebel Sounds, and they are on the radio station there in Kenya. They asked me, they sent me a rhythm, and you know, it was a big thing the other day that they have one rhythm and then you have many artists on this one rhythm. And so the DJs can mix it together in the club and people can dance and don't stop. Well, they're releasing a rhythm, all right? Malami rhythm. Malami, I believe it. Yeah, Malami rhythm. And when he sent it to me, he mentioned, he said, you know, we have a lot of, you know, terrorism still in Kenya and innocent children dying. And he said he thinks I should do a song about this. Touched a nerve that I never thought he would touch. And the song that came out of it is truly, again, amazing song that I don't know how, through the inspiration of the Most High, I was able to write such a song, you know. No more war in a Kenya, you know. No more war, surrender. And I have a backup singer by the name of Destiny. She's singing that, you know, she's actually her own artist. She's just on this song singing the backups. And she made the song even more what it is, and you could feel the essence. Now we're doing a video. And inspired by you all right here, we have created a Indigenous Productions Ras India TV set that I'll be sitting behind while I am singing about Kenya, which footage will be behind me on a green screen and doing it's an amazing thing, and I can't wait to show this one. I would believe in about a week we should be done with that video and new song, No More War in a Kenya. Bob Marley did a song called Zimbabwe. Buju Banton did a song called Sudan. Sudan, 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 Sudan. Whoa, 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 Mama Africa. You know, so I feel good now that I got the direct requests from Kenya, Africa, to do a song, and I believe that it was appointed. So look out for that one. And we have a new video, We Blaze Fire.
Ras India is scheduled to perform at the Riverside Tavern on September 9th. The news on the national channel. More vehicle owners are switching to the PureGuard line of motor oils, and with good reason. PureGuard comes in different grades and specifications. It carries the API certification and comes with the Westrac stamp of approval, guaranteed to make your engine run cleaner and longer, up to 10,000 miles. With PureGuard motor oil, your engine will have less wear and tear, give you maximum performance on the road, and give your vehicle better fuel mileage.
PureGuard, good quality, affordable oil.
Distributed exclusively by Westrac Limited, with branches in Spanish Lookout, Belmopan, Belize City, and Orange Walk Town.
Are you always on the go? Tired of missing your favorite games while they're actually being played? Watch your games and sporting events live with Central TV and Internet's incredible MyTV. Simply log on to www.mitv.bz to get easy access to 25 channels, no matter where you are. With Central TV and Internet's MyTV, you're always in the game.
You too can ride off into the sunset. Milon motorbikes are very affordable. There's a high availability for parts and a wide selection of models to choose from. My Milon, my bike. Available countrywide.
In our final segment tonight, we take a look at the weather. Warm and mostly dry conditions will dominate our weather for the next couple of days. The general forecast for Belize and her coastal waters is for partly cloudy skies tonight. There is a chance of an isolated thunderstorm developing in the south tonight. Winds over the open sea and along the coast will be easterly to southeasterly at 10 to 20 knots. The sea state will be moderate. Low temperatures tonight will be 75 degrees Fahrenheit in San Ignacio, 82 degrees Fahrenheit in Punta Gorda town, and 70 degrees Fahrenheit in San Antonio Village in the Cayo district and areas higher up in the hills. Tomorrow, the mid-afternoon high temperatures will range from 89 degrees Fahrenheit in Dangriga town to 97 degrees Fahrenheit at Central Farm. It will be around 83 degrees Fahrenheit up at the exposed areas of the Mountain Pine Ridge and along the Maya Mountains in the south. The tides, a high tide will occur at 17 minutes to 2 o'clock in the morning. The sun will rise at 5:37 in the morning. It will set at 15 minutes past 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. The extended forecast, valid through to Saturday afternoon, is for mainly fair and warm weather with little or no rainfall expected. And that is a look at the weather with information provided by forecaster Ronald Gordon at the Belize Weather Bureau. Danny strengthens to a hurricane in the central Atlantic Ocean. Here is the tropical weather update.
Really big news in the tropics. We now have Hurricane Danny, the first hurricane in the Atlantic hurricane season. As of the 11 a.m. advisory, Danny has winds of 75 miles per hour, and we have seen that forward movement a little bit further north than the last advisory, west-northwest at 12 miles per hour. Now, Danny is going to continue to make progress, potentially continuing to strengthen as we journey through the weekend. It makes direction towards the Windward Islands and as well towards Puerto Rico, which really could use some rainfall. Here's a look at some of the additional forecast models. Still too early to tell how exactly Danny could possibly, or whether or not it will possibly affect the United States. Obviously, we're watching that very closely, and we're also watching another area that could potentially develop, bringing a lot of rainfall to Bermuda.
To end the news, here are the headlines again. Belizean artist Ras India says Chetamal gig last weekend was a huge success. Another burglary reported in Punta Gorda town. And Belize observes World Humanitarian Day. With the headlines, we end this edition of the 9 o'clock news. Thank you for joining us. I am Patrick Jones. Have a good evening and a good night.